Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through a typical aerobic conditioning circuit that we give to a lot of our lifters down here at Melbourne Strength Culture. We've been getting a lot of questions about where to start when trying to fit some aerobic conditioning work within a strength training program. You've probably seen from some of our previous videos that we say to use circuits, do them on your off days, do them for short durations, but what exactly do we use in these circuits? Today we're going to be going through a sample circuit that we use at Melbourne Strength Culture for you to use with minimal equipment, and then after that we'll just go through some basic principles for you to plug and play into a basic template for aerobic capacity circuits. A typical aerobic capacity circuit would generally be full body, would move from upper body exercise to lower body to full body to core exercises and just general movement, anything to get our heart rate up just a little bit. When we're doing these exercises or when we select the exercises, we pretty much just want to pick movements that we don't really do that often within our powerlifting specific or strength biased programs. We do have some general rules for these aerobic capacity circuits, especially when you're trying to use them to just get your aerobic fitness up a little bit. The main thing is breathing the whole time. We don't want to be breath holding during these movements. They should be quite cruisy. The session as a whole should be quite cruisy. When prescribing intensity, we either go by heart rate or by just perceived exertion. Because not everyone does have access to a heart rate strap, so we just tell them to go for a 5 or 6 out of 10. Go to a 50 to 60% intensity. The usual rule would be able to have a conversation the entire time. If you're not able to maintain a conversation during a session like this, you've gone too hard. Remember, the goal is just to improve aerobic capacity enough to improve your health markers in resting heart rate, blood pressure, and just subjective well-being. We want to do these sessions and recover well from them to improve our performance in our strength training sessions. If we've gone too hard and we're fatigued from these sessions, it'll detract from the quality of our strength training, and it's doing the opposite of what we want. If you're training 3 to 4 times per week, doing 2 sessions on your off days would probably be enough. Generally starting at about 15 minutes and then building up to 20, 25, and then half an hour over an extended period of time would probably be the best way of going about it. You don't want to dive into too much too quickly and then at the other end not do anything at all. So small amounts is probably the best way to do this and then progress by small increments. The session that we've outlined today was designed to be used with minimal equipment, but if you do have access to things like an assault bike, things like a rower or an elliptical where ground contact is not present, they're really good ways of keeping your heart rate up without the added fatigue that comes along with something like running or skipping. If you click on the template, you'll see that we've added an option that has the movements similar to the ones that are in this video, as well as some cyclical movements like assault bike or the rower included as well, so you can have a play around with that. It really doesn't matter how many sets or reps you do, as long as you're not going to fatigue on any of the exercises. You just want to keep moving for the 15 minutes. If you've programmed 6 exercises, you just keep rolling through for however many reps you want to do for the set duration. Hopefully in today's video, you've got a rough idea of how to construct your own aerobic capacity circuits. If not, we've got the template in the description below, so click on that. We'll have a sample session in there and almost sort of like a plug and play where you can put whatever exercise you want with what equipment that you've got. Have a look at that. If you do have any questions, drop them in the comments below or shoot me a message. I'll be happy to help you structure your own aerobic capacity circuits. As always, please like, share, and subscribe, and happy lifting. That was the dumbest one.